You gonna use my fancy shots?
Oh, absolutely. This is the intro, baby. Ember, don't fly into a tree. Oh, damn. Hey friend, something very important just came in the mail, and I thought, you know, the rain, cold winters up in Canada, let's head somewhere nice, warm, and sunny and dry. Let's get it unboxed. And I've got a lot of things to learn and show you about the world's first 360 drone. And when I was telling my wife I was so excited for this to be released, like a big part of it is how accessible and easy to fly it is. Like I was trying to explain to her, like you don't actually need any flying experience to have a good time with this. And so much so I thought, you know, to maybe prove that point and drive it home, I should actually let my 5-year-old daughter give her first try at flying her first aerial flying camera platform. It should be this drone. If any of the drones that I own, this should be the one that she tries to fly first. So I have the Affinity bundle here that I'm unboxing. And as you would expect, ooh, this is a nice little case. We've got a protective shell for the drone itself. Immediately out of the gate, one, thank you Anti-Gravity for sponsoring this video. I'm very excited to take a look at this and tell you about it. But two, I'm also very excited. They listened to our initial feedback and put user replaceable lenses. Like I was so nervous that this product would be released without this implemented, because you fly it. And sometimes when you fly things don't go to plan. Yeah, I feel like I was going to scratch it in the first day. Replaceable lens kit. This is very good. So we've got drone here with the fold out legs, 360 sensors. I guess we could take these stickers off. We've got this battery charging sleeve holder kit thing with a display on it. We have the headset, the goggles, and we have the controller and the battery pack. And we also have a landing pad. I think what I'm going to do is just get this thing fired up and do our first flight. That makes the most sense to me. And 8K is what you've been filming in, or what?
Yeah.
8K, 30 FPS, Pro or auto? What have you been doing?
I've just been doing auto, but I did set my white balance to manual.
Yeah, I'm going to do, did you do minus EV a little or no?
No.
Here we go. Hey.
Can I show you a cool trick?
You can. Oh, pass through.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's so cool. How did you do that?
Double tap on this side. Right here. 2 taps. How was your first flight with it?
It's very fun. It's just, it's nice that it's like the fully production version, so the image is a lot more clear. Fun. Yeah, fun. I don't know. I want to keep flying.
Menus.
I have menus. It reminds me of the Wii days, the pointing and the clicking thing. So this drone poses a problem for me. I'm struggling to find the words to describe what it's like to actually fly it to you at home, because I guess this is just what happens when you create an entirely new category of product. The way to think about describing it and explaining it is all new. And one of the most obvious things that sets out the A1 from any other drone that I've personally flown before is the fact that you fly it wearing goggles. You wear these goggles while you fly it.
Funny.
In my experience, that is normally only something that you ever do when you are doing FPV style drone, a whole category of flying experiences that I've honestly never dove into because it just feels overwhelming. Now, I imagine all the FPV people will be like, dude, you're late to the party. And I agree with you. But the reality is, for a lot of people, myself included, like the overwhelm of having to learn a whole new category of flying and like going through the learning process of smashing and crashing, like that just hasn't been something I've wanted to take on yet. And so to get it feels kind of like a cheat code to get so much of the joy of the experience without having to actually do all of the complicated, challenging parts, which is flying FPV.
This is
Put your hand
wild.
around the controller. Yeah. So all you have to think about is where you
see.
point, and then there's a trigger. So if you
Okay,
pull the
so-
trigger slightly, it will fly in that direction.
Okay.
And it has obstacle avoidance, so it will beep at you if you get close to the ground.
So is it where I'm looking or where I point the joystick?
Where the white dot is in the center of your screen. You see that little white dot?
Yeah, okay.
And then you just look around.
I love where we live. Look at this. Okay, so I should
slowly
fly now?
squeeze. Yeah, oh, please do.
I go like higher, lower.
Uh-huh.
Ah. Oh my word. The colors.
The grip is actually where a lot of the magic is happening because there's sensors inside of this that can tell its orientation. So any orientation that this grip is pointing is the direction the drone wants to fly. And then with your goggles at any point, you can look around and look at things. Isn't that stunning?
Yes. Wow. Holy, I guess I can move my feet.
Yeah, don't trip. You're fine. Yeah, you can.
You gonna use my fancy shots?
Oh, absolutely. Do you understand now why it's like hard to describe what this is like?
Yes.
And my job in this video is to try to communicate to people what this new
This is a new
platform.
drone?
This is completely new. This has
How
never
long have
existed
you
before.
had it? Just like
just a week.
weeks?
Yeah.
I'm not really sure about the I get distracted by just wanting to look around
That's perfect.
instead of flying. I don't really know where I'm flying.
If you just fly in a steady direction, then you
Okay.
can do anything with that later.
Okay,
you can
like
look
I don't
around.
need to try to get, I know
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be a
So
filmmaker
if you
right now.
fly forward, just keep
Yeah.
pointing forward and now look to the side. See
I
that
s-
box that appears?
Oh,
That
that's-
box is the center where you're flying and then the rest of the view around it.
And now, are you telling me that afterwards you can change what the video looks like? 'Cause
Yeah, it's filming in 360. Yeah.
Jeez. I'm
So-
doing something really funny with this hand and I just realized I'm just like, ah.
This might be the easiest flying through trees drone experience I've ever had because I can just see where the drone is immediately at all time and just slightly adjust the controller to compensate. Now, a couple times as I've kind of dipped over edges or ridges, I've lost video signal and the drone will do a return to home mode where it just flies back up to the point where you receive signal again and then you can just cancel it, or it will then return and fly itself all the way back to your home point at whatever return home altitude you have set. So this landing pad is actually really helpful because we've got these retractable landing gear, and when you come down and land in a dusty spot, you don't want the dust to go up inside, and also you want to protect the bottom of the lens. So we'll put this down here. That's a really fun experience. I hope everyone who enjoys the idea of flying aerial drones gets a chance to experience that, because it's like you're flying a wingsuit through the trees, through the mountains, in these canyons. Like, I've just been having so much fun flying this thing to fly it, and we haven't even gotten to the recorded footage section yet. This is just a fun thing to do, which I did not think I would be saying at the start of this whole, when I heard about it for the first time. I just did not think I would want to fly it just to fly it. Okay, so I want to talk through some of the different flight modes that I have available to me. So if I open up the menu on the left-hand side, you can see you can just return to home. You've got Deep Track, Sky Genie, and Sky Path. So these three different modes, you can program flight patterns that are pre-programmed, or program a route that the drone will follow, or track a subject matter. So I did a tracking shot of me on a hillside. And another thing I actually forgot to talk about inside the goggles themselves, I run pretty hot as a person, and in some of the cold places I've been, I've started to fog on the inside. And you can just turn on the fan to immediately start defogging the goggles right there, defog. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what Sky Genie does. You can select one of the pre-selected flight patterns. We will do orbit. Actually, we'll do spiral around. So once you've selected that, you just set your start point by following the instructions on screen. So you've got your 2 buttons, and I'm gonna start here. So there, I've selected the subject, C2. Okay, now we'll select orbit, and again, you can do counterclockwise. And slow it down a little bit. Confirm. C1 to start. Pulling open the menu, let's go Sky Path, and we'll create a route, and press C1 will add a waypoint at any point along this pattern. So we'll press C1, there's a waypoint, fly forward, there's a waypoint, and then let's fly up and away to the side. Press and hold C1 to finish. Okay. So now the drone is flying back through the pattern that we created. And as it's doing that, I can actually look around. So the whole time that we've been flying in this video, I've just been flying in the normal free motion mode. That one feels the most natural to me when I put on the goggles and I point around and fly. And it does feel like the easiest way to get the kind of shots that I want. But you can also go into FPV mode. And when you're in FPV mode, it will fly a lot more traditionally what you'd expect an FPV style flying platform to be like. Oh, damn. Nothing like a great case study for user replaceable lenses. Let me take it off outside. Now, after tons of filming and shooting with it, my impression now is, yeah, I think it's absolutely going to forever change the way I think about flying an aerial camera. The 360 filming aside, filming with this headset on is so dang fun that I genuinely don't know how else to explain it aside from this is the most fun I've had flying a drone ever. The only experience that tops flying this for me is the first time I picked up a drone. And now after over a decade, 12 plus years of flying drones professionally for work, I don't fly drones for fun much anymore. And this drone for me fits a category where I want to pull it out in beautiful spots just to experience them. I hate that I like this. I'm so used to 2 sticks, and I did not think I would like the accelerometer style. And I definitely think in the kit, I would like to have a controller. So the second they release that, I will buy one. But the combination of using this with the goggles allows me to fly with confidence through gaps and areas that normally spook me quite a bit. And I know I've been getting comfortable with this because now I don't think twice between flying the drone through what appears to be a small gap. And usually if I'm looking at a display with a normal drone, I would be hesitant to do that because it's hard to physically feel exactly where the drone is in space without goggles on. But with these goggles on, I can look anywhere I want and just point to the gap, and it just flies through the gap. I know that just sounds pretty basic, but from a flying experience, it makes it so incredibly stress-free. So stress-free, in fact, that I let my daughter fly. Yeah, a 5-year-old. Here we go.
Okay.
Put it on. You see?
Yeah.
Put this controller in your hand, okay?
Yeah.
You're flying. That's you. What do you mean?
Where's the drone?
You're flying it.
I can
You don't see the drone. You just see from where the drone is. Can you see?
No.
How about now?
Yes.
Look your head around. Okay.
Everything looks humongous.
Okay, stay right there, buddy.
Yeah.
Does it feel like you're flying?
Yes.
Oh. Just keep it level, okay? So just hold the grip level. Now wherever you point, you're gonna fly, okay? So you wanna fly to the side a little bit.
What the? Still going up,
Okay,
right?
now point down. Bring it back down to earth. Modern parenting is so sweet. Especially as we dive into this next section here, I am very excited to see what some of my peers in the 360 in the creator space do with their 360 footage. So already from this trip that I went on and filmed a ton of this footage, my friend Jevin, who a lot of his shots are actually featured in this video, he's releasing a full-length YouTube video, so you can go ahead and see. I know he's going to do a lot more of a detailed feature walkthrough, so if you want to see how he uses the footage. But I know for a fact people like Christoph, Cash Bunny, like the way that they edit 360 blows my mind every time. So if you're wanting creative ideas of what's possible with drone shots that you can look around in every direction, definitely follow those people. And I'm going to link stuff for you in the description as it comes out that you're going to want to watch to see the mind-blowing things that people will be doing with this 360 footage. Because to be frank with you, like the main way that I've been editing it so far is kind of basic. Like I've just been reframing shots to put in this video, but I'm very excited for the creative potential of what you can do with drone shots that you can look anywhere after the fact. Like the possibilities here are really exciting. Okay, so we've reached the time in the video where we need to talk about editing. And this isn't going to be a full editing tutorial, but the incredible part about this flying platform is that you get 360 footage in all directions as you're flying. So anywhere in this flying clip, depending on what you did when you were filming, you can zoom. That's way too far zoomed in, obviously. You can zoom out. You can do the tiny planet aesthetic if that's what you're into. And there's so much creative potential here. And this is really well thought out 360 editing tools because it was incubated. The company Anti-Gravity was incubated by Insta360, and they put all of their 360 tech into this flying platform. Just to like give you an overview of what's possible here, right now I'm demonstrating Deep Track, where you can just select any subject matter and track them along your shot. So any following style aerial camera move that you're going to do, again, the strength here from a stress-free flying perspective is right now when this clip was being recorded, if we look at what my pilot view is, I'm looking forward. So I'm looking the direction the drone is flying, making sure I don't hit nothing. So at any point, if you wanted to, you could animate your way into different shots by doing keyframes. So if we put a keyframe, let's say here, and we could also do the different dewarp settings, different field of view. Let's go a little wide, zoom forward a little bit. We're going to look up, add another keyframe here. If you turn on something like Motion ND to get some visual motion blur going on. So you can do these really fun animated camera moves, which are only limited by the potential of where and how you want to set these keyframes and how you want to animate them. There's so much rad stuff going on here. And so this is kind of just a brief overview of what's possible with editing. And if you're curious about more 360 editing techniques, I can definitely link some tutorials down below because there's so much potential here when you have a shot that is looking in any direction that you choose after the fact, which makes the flying experience and then the editing experience decoupled because you don't have to stress about the angle. So it is a really unique way of filming. So I'm genuinely curious, for those of you at home, as you're watching a video like this, like what is your thoughts on this drone as a flying platform, as an imaging platform? Well, this has been an absolute blast. It's beeping at me to let me know that the controller's turned off and the battery's still turned on. I am very curious to hear your thoughts about what you think of all of this new era of flying platforms. Is very exciting to me. I'm excited for you guys to try it, for those that are excited, those that are curious. That's it for this video. Use all the links in the description. Remember, life's better when you make stuff. Peace.